Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces May 6, 2022. Today's Venus-Pluto sextile aspect favors one-on-one relationships. It also boosts your enjoyment and influence related to your communications and projects. Reaching out socially or professionally can be successful. For some, this is an excellent time for making a love connection and for charm, in general. Feelings of love or commitment can be communicated warmly now. Studying, learning, connecting, and creating are in favor. You might come to a happy agreement with a partner. You're also in the right place for income, gifts, and money matters. Your talents, resources, or skills are more prominent, bringing opportunities your way. Later today, sudden desires may seem to take over and spoil the fun, but consider that doing things a little differently, particularly in your interactions, can be rewarding. After yesterday's new moon solar eclipse in Gemini, it's no secret that your one-on-one relationships are suddenly taking over your usual list of priorities. Be it personally and/or professionally speaking, you're more than likely making some adjustments. When it comes to your romantic partnerships, however, things could feel as dreamy as they are confusing, so be sure to stay grounded. After all, the moon continues to wander through Gemini, your 7th house of relationships, all the while harmonizing with enchanting Neptune via your 5th house of love, romance, and self-expression. Fairy tale beginning or an ending that's been long overdue? A conversation could lead to something wonderful. There could be a change of heart in your workplace conversations now that Pluto retrograde in Capricorn is in effect. As your colleagues, or clients, become more open-minded to different ideas, you may find that this is the perfect time to launch your ideas. Since Pluto retrograde sextiles Venus in Pisces, you may find that your creative concepts and visions are better received by your workplace. Utilize this charming, transformative energy to bring up your artistic direction. You could even prepare a preview of what you have in mind. Expect some very positive changes to take place in a current partnership. If this is a business partnership, a new agreement between you shows promise of leading to success and good fortune. If this is a romance, you might find yourselves becoming so perfectly compatible that you're considering moving to the next level of commitment. Any new partnership begun today should be very promising, and should bring you whatever you hope to gain from it. Good luck. Try to be more modest in your private relations. You tend to think only your views are right and show too little interest for others. This is why you're often perceived as being arrogant or complacent. You must listen to other people's points of view and get off your high horse. You and your best friend suddenly seem to be at odds, though it could be over the smallest thing. Try to get them to take a hike for the time being while you deal on your own. Persevering in matters of the heart is to be admired, but if you're still creating confusion through your repetitive pattern of behavior, this needs to be broken. You do have the power to make a breakthrough, and after this phase are able to adopt a more honest approach when new love possibilities become a reality. You are probably not feeling your best today. No doubt your illness is a result of recent overindulgence. You can't blame anyone but yourself for your crashing headache and queasy stomach. Try not to take out your bad mood on the family. Just ask them to close the curtains and shut the door. You will emerge in the early afternoon feeling a bit wobbly, but definitely on the mend. If you're seeking ways to earn more money at this time, look to creative outlets on this day. This kind of expression is a large part of this vibration's focus, and it can stir your creativity in ways that you may never have considered. Give those possibilities a few moments' consideration, and then go wherever the flow takes you. A spontaneous action can be the birthing moment of many great achievements for you. See what you can do. At a time when work and job matters are catching their second wind, with Jupiter's return to your work sector next week kicking off a major new period of job growth and expansion, the focus today is more on the other side of life's fence. A friendly aspect between today's adventurous lunar vibes and Mars in a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart is amplifying both, while the Sun and Uranus align to make this a special day for all your relationships. Knowing that life will only get busier, do what you can to keep your work hat off today. An alignment between the Sun and Uranus in your relationship sector will not only make things more transparent but will demand a higher degree of authenticity. There will be no playing games under their watch and instead, a chance to connect in a real and authentic way. This comes just as the moon is giving the spirit of romance and adventure a boost. Our eyes in the sky. If you are looking to gain control of a situation, now is the time to step into your power. The connection between Jupiter and Pluto is going to make us all feel as though we're at the top of our game. The caution is that we might begin to use this energy to our disadvantage by engaging in love triangles or power struggles. Instead of arguing non-stop, it's our responsibility to take a step back and find peace in the situation. After all, arguing over spilled milk and who is in charge all the time can have adverse effects on relationships. Trying to dominate others in partnerships of any sort will only ensure that the relationship stays at a standstill. You shouldn't be rude or aggressive, but it might be hard not to be. Instead of using this energy to bend the will of others and take charge, use it to change for the better your life, spiritual views, personal philosophy, and consciousness. Choosing your words wisely will be important over the next 30 days. Think before you speak or send that text. It could save you a lot of drama. Mercury enters Capricorn today too, making communication more serious. We will be more concise, direct, and blunt with Mercury in this diligent Earth sign. In the morning, the Cancer moon squares off with Mars in Pisces, prompting us to behave erratically. Our physical desires and emotional needs are at odds with each other. On the one hand, we benefit from heightened stimulation. Diverse ideas and the freedom to jump from one perspective to the next offers us a sense of security and well-being. However, on an energetic level, we are more tempered, wistful, and unfocused. It's unlikely that this transit will stir up any long-term issues. We might simply feel a bit lethargic and disoriented. However, because our needs are incomprehensible, even to ourselves, we can become agitated when we are unable to sate our cravings. Or we get what we want but wind up dissatisfied anyway. In intimate relationships, we should do our best to express what is on our minds to mitigate ambiguity. Following this aspect, the moon sextiles Chiron in Aries, helping us to face our insecurities. Events transpire which prompt us to be honest about our intentions. Although the Moon-Mars square might make it challenging to determine what we want, we intend to harness the unapologetic authenticity of both the Gemini and Aries archetypes. Similar situations in the past may have demanded that we stay quiet when it did not serve our best interests. At this time, being forthright can trigger self-doubt, but if we express ourselves candidly, we'll find that we are not at risk of repeating old wounding patterns.